Good morning, brother and sister in the Dhamma. Welcome to the Buddhist Maha Sunday Dhamma talk. And for today's topic is benefit of sharing merits, okay, by Chief Reverend. Thank you.
You want to know about sharing of merits or transference of merit? Which one? Sharing. Oh. Sharing of merits we can do only with the living people, not with the dead people. Again, we cannot do this with other living beings, like animals, but devas can. Buddha's advice is, don't forget to remember devas when you perform some religious service and invite them to share the merit. Then they feel very happy. Then in return, they keep an eye on you. Divacha rattocha haranti ye baling tasmahi nerakkata appamatta. Can you tell me where it is? You recite this. Ratana Sutta. In Ratana Sutta, the sayings of the Buddha. Those devotees who perform religious services at day and night, divacha rattocha, when they invite you to share the merit, now he is addressing the devas. When they invite you to share the merit, tasmahine rakkata appamatta. Therefore it is your duty to look after them, attend to them, for them to avoid various misfortunes and accidents and robbery and a lot of problems. From the Buddhist point of view, devas can do only that much, not like other religion. Because one day, when I went to give a talk at the University of Islam, somebody asked this question: why Buddhists do not believe in God? Then who told you? You are wrong. It is not that Buddhists do not believe in God. Buddhist concept on God is different. Not like Christians or Muslims or Hindus. We have our own concept. And we know what the God can do and cannot do. These are the difference. But all the others believe that God can do everything. They depend on God for everything. I remember when George Bush announced that we are going to declare war against you, Saddam Hussein said, we are not worried. We have God. Then declare war, attack. Now, where is the God? Where is Saddam Hussein? That is the strong belief that they have to apply for everything. God, nothing but God. But Buddhists are not like that. Buddha's advice is, you have to use your effort and knowledge and understanding, but you have to cooperate with the devas. Few months ago we had a seminar, interreligious, Christian, Hindus, Muslim, Buddhists. The topic was prayer. They spoke on prayer, why we should pray, what do we gain. Then I was the last a speaker. I told, I think God liked me more because I never pray. I never ask anything from God. I never disturb Him asking. But you people every day in the name of praying, asking this from the God. Therefore I think He liked me more. So that is their way of belief in God. Then, if there are no such living beings in this world, the Buddha never say like this. They do exist. They are earth-bound devas, heavenly and earth-bound, two groups. So we can contact earth-bound devas close to us and keep an eye on and vicinity of certain areas influenced by the devas, protected by the devas. We had an old Bodhi tree, half dead and the half not dead. But these people, when I was not here, cut down the tree and removed everything. The man who cut down the tree, when he going back, had an accident and his leg was broken, same day. Therefore, the trees, according to scientific discoveries also, have feeling and influence our life. We can influence the trees. Life is there. Plant life, but no thinking mind. But sensation is there. You know, certain plant, when you touch close, certain leaves are sensation. So, devas are close to this earth and vicinity of many of them are famous or well-known trees. Bodhi tree, banyan trees. They are very scared. Even government, when they want to make a road, to cut down a Bodhi tree, they consider and discuss and go here and there whether it is advisable for us to cut down this tree. Reluctantly, they do that. Because this, for thousands of years, even before Buddhism come into existence, people had this belief that Bodhi tree as a holy tree. Since the Buddha gained his enlightenment when he was meditating under this tree, the name is given as Bodhi tree. Formerly it is not Bodhi tree, people tree. But people worship, they believe that there are certain devas as vicinity. That is why very often when people are in trouble, they go and do some Bodhi Puja. Bodhi Puja here, not only Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, but devas also connected. Bodhi Puja. So you go and express your grievances, problems and troubles. Then some of them get the chance to get rid of them. Lady Sujata, the Buddha, after spending 6 years torturing his body, thinking that he gained enlightenment, realized that this should not be the method. he changed his mind. He decided to eat something. So he was sitting under a banyan tree. A lady who had no children for many years after her marriage. Some people advised her, why don't you go to that tree and make a vow to offer something if you can get a baby. After 1 year, she got a baby. Now she wanted to fulfill her vow to offer. Indian custom and Sri Lankan, they prepare milk rice as a special offering. While she is preparing the milk rice, they wash the rice also with milk, without adding water. They cook and ask the servant to go and clean around the tree. When he went there, he saw somebody sitting under the tree. And she come back and reported, I think the Deva, smelling that you are preparing milk rice, come down from the tree and sitting, waiting. Oh, she was so happy and prepared the milk and carry, yes, somebody sitting and offer milk rice. First time after 6 years, the Buddha had some valuable solid food. After eating this, he got up. Then Neranjara river was very close. He crossed the river. And then the Bodhi tree was close to that river. And sat down under that tree and started to meditate. Here, another lady. Her father was ambassador to Australia. I visited him, and his daughter staying in Seremban. No children after her marriage. Somebody advised her, why not you go to this Bodhi tree and go 7 round and round. At that time the walls are not there, can go round and round. Even without telling us, he has done this 7 times, 7 days. After that she got a baby. Then she came to see us carrying the baby. I have done this, here I got a baby. These are living examples, what we have seen. So, sharing of merit with the Devas is very important for us to gain some sort of confidence, get rid of fear and worries, suspicion, insecurity feeling, because you think we have already invited the Devas to share the merit. So in return, they will look after, attend to us. This is the only thing that they can do. They cannot send us to heaven or hell, and they cannot wash away our sins as other religious people believe. So Buddhists believe that God, Devas, can support us only this much. They cannot give us wisdom to avoid our misfortune and troubles and robbery and accident. They can protect us. Now my own experience. Before they built these 2 buildings, there was a very big ground with coconut trees and lalang is growing. I was talking to the gardener who cut the lalang sitting under a coconut tree for nearly half an hour. Then suddenly the idea appeared in my mind, one should not stand under a coconut tree for a long time. So just I moved this place, believe me, on the same spot where I was standing, about this much, kalpa drop. How I get this idea? Another occasion, in Sri Lanka. I came to Colombo by bus, nearly 100 miles from our village, wanted to go back. I got the ticket, then I had to wait half an hour to start. Then I remember a small child who always come to me when I come out from our station, knowing that I bring some sweet. So I forgot to buy, got enough time. I crossed the road, went to buy some sweet. Then I met the teacher who taught me when I was studying in primary school. He has never seen me as a monk. He was so happy we were talking. Then cross the road, I come back, that bus is gone. Now I had to wait another half an hour. So when I was traveling by this second bus, the bus that I supposed to travel had a nasty accident on the way. The front portion smashed. Do you know in Sri Lanka, I don't know whether you have seen, the front seat written there only for the monks. Others never go and sit down there. If I were there on that day, completely smashed, how I escaped? Again, when I was young, I memorized all the sutras, reciting, come and recite in front of the teacher. So I was reciting, then idea appeared, I think I should not sit down for a long time here, and just got up. A cobra was running after a rat on the roof. It's an old building. Dropped on the spot, say where I was sitting down. The cobra. How I escaped. These are the living example for us to understand my own experience. Therefore, I strongly believe that there are some gods, some devas keep an eye on us for us to escape from certain misfortune. That is why Buddha has advised us to share the merit with the devas. You experience good result within this lifetime immediately, because they have divine power to read our mind. No need to talk. When the thought appears in the mind, mental vibration they catch in any language, the Chinese or English, although they have not learned Chinese. You create the idea is not Chinese idea. They catch. That is how we get their, protection, by knowing what will happen to us, they protect. So, again, sharing of merit with other human beings. one who share the merit must appreciate, understand, encourage for them to go ahead, go with these religious activities. Then they can share the merit. Now you go and tell others. Today I attended a religious talk. I learned many valuable things to lead a religious life. Then that person or people say, sadhu, very good. Sadhu means very well done. They share the merits. Those who encourage our religious activities, they also share the merits, although they have not done anything, not given anything. That is called sharing of merit. And there is another important point that we have to learn. My throat is very bad today. Yesterday, whole day, we had a seminar. I had to speak from morning up to lunch. So many questions. Somanassa sahagata jnana sampayutta asankarika. 3 qualities must be in our mind when we are doing some religious service. What are those 3? Somanassa sahagata. There must be some sort of happiness, confidence, devotions in their mind. Without such happiness, devotion, confidence, when you perform a meritorious deed, you won't get the full effect. Mind must be pure. Then, jnana sampayutta. You must know what you are doing. Why you want to do this? Why you should not do this? Not because some others advise you, not because it is our tradition or our way of life. No. You must know the significance. Why we should offer flower to the Buddha? Why we should come and bow down, pay respect to the Buddha? We must know the meaning, not as tradition. When I went to University of Islam, I told them, you condemned us as idol worshippers. To you it is a very bad attitude, worshipping the idol. Not knowing what we are doing. We don't worship the idols. We don't pray to idols. We take the idols or the image as a symbol to recall, to remember the Buddha into our mind. Otherwise, we are not praying to these images, asking anything. You have wrong idea about this. Then we must know. I can tell you a very nice story. Few hundred years after the Buddha, there was a well-known monk. When he gave religious talk, thousands of people assembled. Maha was watching this. He was very unhappy. He doesn't like people to be religious. What he did, he organized some sort of entertainment with dancing, music and singing and merrymaking entertainment just opposite the same temple. Now, every day, slowly, slowly, all those devotees who used to attend the Dhamma talk go there and enjoy. Finally, nobody to come and listen to his Dhamma. Then, this monk came to know this is the act of Mara. Although he disturbed the Buddha did not teach him a good lesson. I must do that. So he also went there. After their performance, he got up and said, "We really appreciate your entertainment. In respect of performance, I want to put a garland on your neck." Oh, he was very proud. So this monk went and put a garland on his neck. Later, he found this garland is tightening like python. He tried to pull it out, doesn't. Then he went to Sakra, you know Sakra, king of the Deva, asked to help him. He also tried, cannot take it out. Then he advised to go to Maha. Maha is the creator God at that time. He went to Maha. He also tried, cannot. Then he told him, "You must go back to the same person who put this. He is the one who can take it out." He come back and requested, "Please take out this one, otherwise I am going to die." Then the monk said, "All right. Under two conditions, I will do that. First thing, you must promise in future you are not going to disturb our religious activities." Maharaj said, "Yes." Second thing, you have seen the Buddha. You disturb him. I have never seen the Buddha. I know you have power to appear as the Buddha, because I like to see the real Buddha figure. Then Maharaj said, "Yes, I can do that." Then he said, "One condition, when I appeared as the Buddha, you should not worship me, because I am not a holy man." Then the monk said, "No, I am not going to worship you." Then he appeared as the real Buddha. The monks paid respect. Then he said, "You said you are not going to worship me." Then the monk said, "I am not worshipping you, I am worshipping the Buddha." This is a very good lesson. When people condemn, you are worshipping idol. We can say, we do not worship the idol, we worship the Buddha. This is a symbol for us to recall the Buddha into our mind. Three important points. Understanding what we are doing. Without understanding, proper understanding, or somebody asks us to do, if not our tradition, if not we may get blame from others, you do that. You won't get the real effect. You must have the real meaning, understanding, worshipping. Why we should worship this idol? We worship the Buddha, not this idol. This is a symbol for us to recall the Buddha into our mind. That understanding there. Then you get more devotion, more understanding. You can understand you are doing a very good thing by respecting such holy man. Significance. Third one, asankharika. This is the important point. The idea of doing this meritorious deed first created in your mind. After that, you tell others. Now you want to give a dana. So you created the idea. After that, you go and tell others. I am going to give a dana. Do you like to join with us? Oh, yes. They also contribute something. But who get more merit? One who created that idea to do that get more. Others followed him. They did not create the idea in their mind. That is called the most important aspect, three things. Therefore, you also must think and to do some meritorious deeds. Don't wait others to come and remind you, tell you, ask you to do all these religious activities. Now you go home. You tell your parents or brothers or sisters, today I attended a religious service, and if they say, oh sadhu, very good, very well done, then they also share the merit. But some others say, oh, you have no other work. Go and waste your time there. They never get share. That is called sharing of merit with others. Others must appreciate, then they can share. Now we cannot share the merit with animals because they can understand. Animal, spirit, a ghost or devils, you cannot share the merit with them. Then, sharing of merit with living people, whether we can see them or not, we can share. Transference of merit is different thing. Transference of merits we can do only for our departed ones who have departed from this world. That is not sharing of merit. How to do that? Especially this period now, nearly 1 month, you perform so many activities, ceremonies, entertainment, to entertain your hungry ghost. This belief is only among the Chinese. The Buddhists in many other parts of the world have no such idea. There are hungry ghosts who come out after 1 year, and we can transfer the merit for them to get rid of from their suffering, and after that they go back. But they are very obedient. Hungry ghosts are very obedient. There's a proper time for them to come. They know proper period to stay here. After that they go back and settle down. But other ghosts come and disturb us every day, but not hungry ghosts. Actually, this has nothing to do with the teachings of the Buddha. Chinese have created this idea long ago. You follow this as your tradition. If you do not perform something, you feel that you have not done your duty. That can create some sort of fear, suspicion in your mind. Therefore it is, whether it is meaningful or not, as a tradition, to maintain some sort of confidence in your mind, you contribute something. Nothing wrong. But that is not the way how the Buddha has advised us. There are 31 planes of existence after our death. So rebirth can take place in one of those places according to our good and bad karma. Karma is responsible for that. There is no God or anybody to carry our life there. Our own karmic energy. Then hell and spirit or ghost, then animals, human, devas, earthbound devas, heavenly devas, 6 group. Then Brahmas, higher than the devas. Again, certain Brahma, body exists without mind. Mind means active mind. Mental energy is there, just like under anesthetic injection. Mind is there, but that mind cannot do anything. In other Brahma world, mind, mental energy exists. There is no visible physical body. Many people like it. Why? Life exists. There is no burden of the physical body. But Buddha did not encourage that. These are the 31 planes of existence. When we come to this ghost or spirit, they are divided into 4 groups. Not only hungry ghost. Hungry ghost is one group. Nijjama tannika, kuppipasika, pansupisacha, paradattupajivi. 4 groups of ghost. Kuppipasika, hungry ghost. That means no one can satisfy their hunger, their thirst by feeding, or giving anything. That is their way of life. As long as they remain there, even then we try to do something, whether they receive or not, we can satisfy. Second group is Pansupisajik. Those spirit and those ghosts who are living around the dirty places, dirty, smelly, ugly places. Their life can carry on with such environment. We cannot transfer the merit to them. They cannot receive. Hungry ghosts also cannot receive the merit. Kuppipasika and suffering from thirst. Always thirsty and thirsty and thirsty. No one can quench their thirst by providing drink. You cannot transfer the merit to them. Because of the bad karma that they have done during their previous birth, rebirth has taken place in such forms. Then the other group, Paradattupajivi, depend on others. They are not like hungry ghost or any other unfortunate ghost. They remain as spirit or ghost without suffering too much, without enjoying their life. The reason is, when they were here in this world, they have not accumulated good karma or bad karma. If you have done good karma, they will be born in Devaloka or Manushaloka, human, not that bad. If they have done bad karma, they will be born in hell or animals. But these people, they work, they earn, they eat, they enjoy their life. They have not done any harm to anybody. They have not done support to anybody. So selfish. They enjoy themselves without supporting, helping others. At the same time, without disturbing others. They are the ones who will be born in that particular spirit or ghost world. Because they haven't got enough karmic energy to continue their journey. Then departed person, relatives, in honor or to remember or out of gratitude, do some meritorious deeds like offering a dana or supporting, helping others or doing something for religious activities. The merit that they gain, they can transfer to those departed a spirit or ghost. They can receive because the mental communication after our death, physically all the element separated. But the love, attachment, affection, understanding that we have never disappear from the mind. Therefore they have connection, relationship with the living people. That is why we can transfer the merit. If there is no connection, we cannot transfer the merit. We cannot transfer the merit to unknown people because we have no mental communication. Do you know there are so many incidents? Those departed ones who were born in that particular place, they appear in dream. Many people experience this. Some people get very good information from them. What is that? Supposing you are suffering from some sort of sickness, you cannot find a suitable medicine for this. In dreams, you get the name of the medicine from that person. There are certain people who had this. And they give warning for your protection to avoid your house may burn or flood, destroy your house or robbery. They give some advice because of the relationship, mental communication. But they are very unfortunate. Not enough good karma to enjoy their life. What we do, by doing some religious service, we remember them. Then we transmit radiate our mental energy, because there is connection, relationship. So they attune their mental energy to receive. So we transmit from here, they receive. They feel very happy. Then they get the chance to get rid of that unfortunate state and continue the journey. Certain other karmas come and support them or disturb them. All of us have so many karmas follow us just like our shadow. Wherever we go, shadows also follow us. All our good and bad karma not yet affected, but follow us. The Buddha, Arhantas also had to face, because they follow up to that extent until that person attained nirvana. Below that level, as long as physical body remain, effect, either good effect or the bad effect. So we do not know what sort of karmas are behind us, what we have done during our previous birth and earlier part of our life here. They have never disappeared. So when the death takes place, all these karmas follow. The nearest karma that appear before the death, existence again take place or rebirth take place according to that particular karma. Other karmas are behind. That is the secret. So these people who died have never done enough good karma to influence the mind at the dying moment. Then rebirth has taken place in unfortunate state. Life is very miserable there. Then living departed, living one, we have a lot of reason, our duty, our gratitude, remember what they have done for us, and out of compassion, we transfer the merit for them to receive, get rid of that unfortunate state. After that, they get the chance to continue their journey. When you try to start your motor car, engine doesn't work. What you do? You push this one, then engine starts automatically. The transference of merit is exactly like that. If not, when you are driving, halfway, your motor car stops. Why? There's no oil. So you have to wait until you get oil into the engine. Then start again and continue. So the transference of merit is exactly like that. Then they feel very happy. If they are happy, they remember you, you get their blessing. When they had the chance to get rid of this unfortunate state. That is the advice given by the Buddha. Don't forget your departed one when you perform some religious work. And devas these two. This is very important. This is not a mythology or imagination. This is very practical. Our experience we have. This advice given only by the Buddha. Others have become slaves to God. Everything they expect from God. Now you have learned the difference between sharing of merit, transference of merit, and how to do that, how to gain that. It is very clear. This understanding is very important. So you can do some services without following certain tradition, such as like slaughtering animals to offer in the name of the departed one. It is not, Buddhism never agree with that. Wasting so much money to make so many things here in the name of the departed one. That departed one never gain anything. You spend 50,000 ringgit here to build so many homes and keep ashes and perform some rite and rituals. You spend 50,000 ringgit. The departed person never get anything. It is for you to gain some sort of satisfaction to think that I have done something. So the advice given by the Buddha, only way that you can help, support others by performing some meritorious deed, not by performing rite and rituals and burning all sort of things, but by doing some meritorious deed, the merit that you gain, you can transfer. They will be very happy and you are also benefited.
Okay, now we would like to open the session for Q&A.
Reverend, what happens if the departed one has been reborn as an animal or an insect? Will they also be able to benefit from this meritorious deeds?
Sorry, we cannot transfer the merit to animal because they have no mental energy to receive. That is why we say they are unfortunate living beings. And certain ghosts also explained just now cannot receive the merit. Only that particular group. But we can radiate metta to animals or other living beings are effective. We can release their sufferings also by radiating our metta toward them, not by transference of merit or sharing of merit.
Morning, Reverend. I have one question. In the plane of existence, there is a plane that is called Asuras. Actually, I don't know what Asuras is. Thank you.
In every religion, there is a very strong opponent and who create lot of disturbances. Now, Christians and Muslims have Satan. They say Satan disturb, interrupt, pollute, and we become very bad, very wicked, very cruel because of Satan, influenced by Satan. Buddhism says, as I mentioned just now, Mara. Mara is one of the devas, living in one of the Devaloka, one particular realm of the Devaloka. he is not happy to see people becoming religious. He wants people to be bad and wicked and harmful. He always interrupts. That is called Mara. Hinduism introduced Asura. Asura is also in between earthbound devas and a spirit or ghost. So they are not very good or understanding people. They always disturb others. That is Hindu concept. In Buddhism also, they use this name just because Buddhism was originated in India, they follow the Indian tradition. They are called Asura.
Yep. So, Venerable, sorry to my ignorance. Can we transfer the merits to those who are not belongs to Buddhists? They are in other religion. Can we transfer merits?
No, religious label is not important. They are labels. Assume your father or your mother a Christian.
Yes.
Or you can transfer the merit to them without any difficulty. That religious label is not there after their death.
Thank you.
Chief, just now you mentioned there's 4 types of spirit and ghosts, but you only have spoken about 3. The hungry ghosts, the ghosts that live in 30 ugly places.
Kupipasika, Pansapisachika, what is that? Pasansini and Paradattupajivi. Hungry ghost, first group.
Yeah.
Second ghost is Kupipasika. Thirst, always thirst, not the food.
Okay, all right. Always thirsty.
Venerable Moggallana, when he was going for alms round, he saw one of them. He spent whole day by pouring water and water. Still he could not quench his thirsty.
Okay, all right.
That is there.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Now let's go to the last agenda, which is transference of merits.
Right. Sharing of merit or transference of merit or aspiration, radiating loving kindness. 3 items are here. When you read the English translation, you can see there are 4 things here you have to recite. Sharing of merit, transference of merit, our aspiration and radiations of our metta for the well-being of others. 4 items are there. Okay, start. Imina punya kammena upajjaya gunottara achariyupakaraca mata piyamamam suriyo candimaraja gunavanta narapica brahma maraca inda lokapala ca devata yamo mita manusa ca majjata virika pica sabbe satta sukhiyantu punyani pakatani sukhanca tividam dentu kipam papeta omata imina punyaka mena imina uddisena ca kipam sulabe iva tannopadana ca Nihina Dhamma Yava Nibbanato Nasantu Sabbadahi Yatta Jato Bhavi Bhavi Uju Citto Satipanyo Salleko Viriyavami Mararaban Lokasam Katuncha Viriyesumi Buddhadi Avaronato Dhammonato Varuta Nato Pacheka Tisottamanu Bhavena Marokasam Labantama. Remember, just now you recited, first sharing of merit. Mata, Pita, Piya, Mama, my mother, my father, my teacher, my friend, may share this merit. Start like this. After sharing the merit, then we transfer the merit to all the other departed ones. Then radiations of our metta toward every living being. Even the plant life also, you can radiate our metta to grow very healthy and produce flowers and fruits. Scientists also tested this. It works. Mental energy we can influence for the plant life. Then our own aspiration. We are doing all these religious activities for us to be born in certain places where we can continue our religious activities until we attain Nibbana. See, 4 items are there. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sattva bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanu bhavena sada sattva bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba bhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. So good health and peace of life to all of you.
That's all for today's talk. Can you please rise?